Welcome back to Keeping It Real, Rolicious. So I am in my small little kitchen area, and for those who don't know, I almost sliced my pointer finger earlier today because I was trying to prepare some food. We are in the middle of a crisis, and because of this pandemic, a lot of us have lost our jobs. And me personally, I have lost everything that I, worked really hard for. I was a full-time instructor, and all I did was teach all day, every day, about maybe 34, 36 classes a week, anywhere from yoga to Zumba to Aqua Zumba. And I'm literally jobless right now. So because of the wonderful provisions of people who have been taking care of me during this pandemic, I have received umps and umps of donations, and people always sending me information to go and get free food, free vegetables, or what have you. So in saying that, I moved to a smaller place because, I couldn't afford the place where I used to live at before. And I have very limited kitchen space. And for those who don't normally follow me, know that I don't have anyone to edit my videos or anything like that. So what you see is literally what you get. So I took the liberty, for time purposes, to cut these beautiful tomatoes that I got today. These basil leaves are from the garden. Yes, I have a garden outside, and I don't. The owner has a garden outside, and she always allows me to get things. She got lemons and all that kind of stuff outside, and so she allowed me to pick out some stuff. I got because I have a very small refrigerator, I couldn't fit the donated food that I got today, so I had to chop it all up and be productive with it. A lot of people I got this beautiful parsley. I chopped up some onions, and I probably won't be able to pick it up because it's in a paper plate. But I chopped up all this stuff ahead of time for the so you don't see me cutting up anything with these vicious knives that have cut my same finger probably like 3 times already. But anyway, so y'all already know that I don't know how to use this Ninja. Because sometimes I don't even know how to close it or put the cap on it or whatever. So I'm going to try today. So this is usually a base that I use for cooking yellow rice, soup, or beans. You can even use it on chicken or meat or whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and start putting all these ingredients in there. But what I am going to do first is I'm going to put some olive oil. Okay. And I'm probably going to put about maybe 2 tablespoons. I don't really measure like that because I don't, yeah. This is about 4 tomatoes. And because they were, what happens is when they go, when you go to these places to get fruits and vegetables, the majority of the time they freeze them so they don't go bad. So when you bring them home and you don't have a space to put them in or what have you, chop them up and do something with them. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this off. Remember, y'all already know I don't know how to use this like that, so I'm gonna try my best. All right, so we're gonna do puree. Okay, so you can see that the tomato pureed, and you can make some salsa right now. Ooh, but I'm not gonna do that because then I'm gonna want to eat some chips, and I can't afford to eat no chips right now. So I'm gonna take some tomatoes. Already put the tomatoes in there. Some green peppers, some red onions, and you can't see them in there, but there's orange peppers in there as well. And the purpose of pureeing them is to make it as smooth as possible, because when you use this as a base, you don't want chunks. Okay, that's the last thing you want is chunks. And what happens is with when you're doing meats and stuff, you want it to be as smooth as possible because you don't want it to ruin the dish, whenever you're preparing it, whatever you're preparing. Smells good. goodness. So, got that done. Now I'm gonna add the rest of the stuff, and I literally like almost chopped the tip of my finger off trying to chop these onions, and I went to go and wipe a tear out of my eyes, and almost caught my, well, actually almost cut my whole tip of my finger off, but I'm glad that I didn't. So, and I'm grateful that I have these knives. They're German knives. One of my students gave them to me as a housewarming gift, so I'm very appreciative of it. All right, let me go ahead and close this. I remember when I first started using this, I didn't know how to close it or open it. I only do it a little bit at a time because I wanted to get all mixed in. And now I'm going to put some of this basil leaves. I've never tried doing recao or sofrito with basil leaves, but I'm going to do it because I love the way basil leaves smell. And I also like the way they make the food taste. I don't know why, but they just do. I'm like afraid. Since I cut my finger earlier today, I just don't feel like putting anything or any knife closer to my my fingers, but I gotta do it. All right, little by little. Now I'm gonna change the mixing part of it. Let's see. At first, I didn't know that that this blender did that. So I'm gonna go ahead and now these blades are really sharp. I cut myself a couple months ago with them. So I'm kind of like afraid to stick my finger in there. But yeah, I did. I was actually washing the blender, and I don't know what happened that I grabbed the blade wrong, and oh, I sliced my hand. But yeah, ooh, it smells so good. Y'all just don't understand. Don't waste your fruits and vegetables. I'm telling you, make something of it. Oh, that looks so good. I'm trying to tell you, when you use this stuff for chicken and you know, it just, oh, it's amazing. So I'm going to use this garlic because I don't have any other, I don't have fresh garlic. So I'm just going to throw all of that in there. And I'm telling you, when you make a can of beans, when you make, you know, when you have a whole chicken and you just want to, you're like, you know what? I don't know what to put on it. So just take this and you just, oh, smother it. And you good to go. I'm trying to tell you, you good to go. I know my mom used to make recao and sofrito at home. She didn't buy it. She would make it at home. It was a lot of work because you had to cut everything up. You know what I mean? So I'm also going to put salt. Okay. I'm not going to measure it. I'm going to put a little bit of salt. I am going to put pepper, okay, pepper, okay, I'm not going to measure it. I'm going to put some paprika for color, okay, all right. I'm also going to put achote, it's called gran anote, so I'm going to put some of this. And again, this is just for the red coloring. Actually, I'm going to put the whole thing in there. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of vinegar. And again, the majority of these ingredients that I got are all donations. All donations. Okay? I don't waste anything. Some oregano, because I don't have fresh oregano, so I'm going to use this. Oh, it smells so good. And I'm also going to add a little bit more of olive oil. Okay? About another tablespoon. Close it up. Oh, the aroma. The onions make it smell so good. Okay. And you see it's turning color? So now I'm going to give it the little taste test. All right. Give it a little taste test. You could literally fry some plantains, okay, some tostones, and use this as a dip. Instead of using the garlic, the typical garlic, lemon, olive oil, literally you could just dip it. And you could, hold on a second. That done got me started right now. All right, so I just want to show y'all, because a lot of people, they do things and they don't taste it or they don't do stuff in front of y'all. I'm going to show y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, I'm going to have to put some of this aside. Wow. You can eat it like this, or you can go ahead and save it and use it for, you know, for seasonings or what have you. Now, I put the whole stems and everything in there because I don't like to waste anything. And again, you never know when will be the last time I'll be making this, because, you know, with hard times to deal with, all of us are losing our houses, our cars. We're like losing everything. So I'm trying to take advantage of everything that I have, because I don't want nothing to go to waste. And put some more. It is amazing. So what I'm going to do is, some of this I'm going to put in the freezer, okay? Some of it I'm going to put in the freezer, and some of it I'm going to put in the refrigerator. But because Mommy Nani brought me some Puerto Rican sofrito the other day, okay, I'm going to use that up first before I use this. So I don't want to put my finger in there because these blades are sharp as I don't know what. But yeah, this is how easy it is. You can literally pay up to $5 a container. And it's a small little container when you buy it already made in the store. The only thing that this is missing is red peppers. But you know what? I'm okay with that, because if you use this on a base for anything, it's going to give that, that, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Let me try the dough mix. Okay, that's too slow. Smoothie? Oh. Nah, keep going. All right, let's try it. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. All right. Chip. I'm about to cut this video off. You know what? Where we at? Oh my goodness. This will come out your pores. Woo! Yes. All right. So, I'm gonna let it go for a little while longer. So this is pretty much done, and remember, I don't know how to mess with this. All right, so let's see, can I open it up? Yes, I can. All right, so it is secured. As you can see, it's a little lumpy, but it's okay. You don't want it to be completely watery, because when you're using it to season chicken or even a pork shoulder, which would be my favorite go-to, you don't want it to be too lumpy. So there you go. Now this container is freezer okay, so I'm gonna put it in the, because I don't have any other beautiful container to put it in, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the freezer, right? And then I'm gonna take, let's see, I'm gonna take one of these. I'm gonna take one of these beautiful containers, one of these mason jars, and I am going to put some away for someone that I know that loves to cook and can use this. I want my jar back because I'm, you know, but it's preserved in a mason jar, okay? And you can give it as a gift. And hold on, where my chips go? Where my chips go? These are excellent little gifts. That you can give people who appreciate it. I know if somebody was to come home or come to my driveway and say, hey, I got something for you, and I see this kind of stuff, I go crazy. So I'm telling you, take advantage of what you have. Use it up. Don't let these things go to waste, especially if you get donated fruits and vegetables. Make sure you cut them up, put them away, or use them right away, and make them in a way where it's going to be preserved, and you can, you know, say, oh, see, I forgot I had this. I'm going to go ahead and put it right back in this garlic jar, and I'm going to put it in the freezer. Because again, I got sofrito that somebody brought me from Puerto Rico, and the only reason why I'm doing it like this is because I'm a klutz, and I usually drop stuff and spill stuff, as y'all can see from my other videos. So I feel safer doing it this way. I'm okay with that. See, got it all over me. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Dang, why didn't I think of that? But guess what? That residue, I'm gonna use it because I'm about to sit down and eat some of these chips. You don't need guacamole. Now, you put it in the freezer. I got 2 containers, okay? Because I'm poor and I cannot buy, you know, glass fancy jars or whatever, but they're plastic and they won't break. So you could put it in the freezer, and you don't need guacamole. Okay, I'm gonna give this as a gift. You don't need guacamole because even though avocados are healthy, it's a healthy fat. And when it's stored, you gotta, especially with women, it stores right here, and you have to like literally work it out really, really hard. With this, granted, the white onions have a lot of sugar in it, so I prefer to just use red onions, but because it was donated, this is what I'm gonna use. So I'd rather use this as a dip rather than eat guacamole or the sauces that they make at other places, because they add a lot of salt. I didn't have to add salt, but I added it for preserving reasons. That's the only reason why. But I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this, and I hope that you learned something today, and I hope that you put to use your fruits and vegetables, because I'm telling you, in the long run, when you take this puppies out and you season your chicken and your beef or your beans or your yellow rice with it, or your soups, oh, you're gonna love every moment of it. If you have any ideas or you have any questions or anything, please leave the comments below. Let me know if there's something that I can bring to your kitchen, from my little kitchen to yours. And yeah, as always, thank you for joining me. I'm sorry I didn't have any music in the background, but YouTube tends to give the credit to other people when you use artists and you don't have their the rights to their songs. So I'm sorry it was a little quiet, but I was using the blender, which I'm getting used to. And enjoy. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean up, because y'all know I'm anal like that. I gotta clean up, and I'm gonna enjoy this salsa, recado, sofrito, whatever the heck you want to call it. Call it whatever I want.